One, two, three, four. Here I go, on my way to where the wild things grow. What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of What Makes This Song Interesting. And I'm talking about the song Where the Wild Things Grow. Yes, this is my corny little spin-off of Rick Beato's What Makes This Song Great. But instead, we're talking about my song, Where the Wild Things Grow, which I don't want to qualify as great yet, because it's a little weird because it's my song. But I will qualify it as interesting. So here we go. What makes this song interesting? Recently, I have a song doing really well on Spotify right now. It came out just 10 days ago and already it's got over 12,000 streams, so that's why we're talking about it. Number one, the first reason why this song is what makes this song interesting is it sounds simple. Basically, it's a simple concept. This is a traveling song. Most people can relate to it because they like to travel. Very basic. You know, it's not rocket science here. I like to think that this song quickly connects with people because they have this idealistic version of freedom and traveling and getting out to the world. And it's very much a festival song in that way. So it sounds simple. That's the first reason why this song is interesting. And the reason that matters is because it's not simple. Well, let's talk more about the simplicity. It's me singing with an acoustic guitar. Pretty basic. Most people can grasp that concept. So it's very low in production elements. It doesn't have any other instruments on it on the Spotify version. It's a very simple concept for people to grasp. A guy playing the guitar and singing. Unlike AI music, which is creating massive productions with all these instruments, or all the Spotify hacks of collabing with other artists and doing all these production tricks in the home studio with remote musicians all over the world and special apps and effects. None of that. It's a guy with an acoustic guitar singing. So, number one, it sounds simple. Now let's get into the nuts and bolts of this song. The guitar lick and the chord progression. That's reason number two for what makes this song interesting. And you probably don't know, but I started off my career, my music career, as a lead guitar player. So I'm very much from the Jimmy Page / Trey Anastasio / Dwayne Allman / Warren Haynes / even James Taylor / Eric Clapton. I love lead guitar. I played lead guitar in bands for years before I even became a singer-songwriter. So lead guitar is my first perspective as a musician. And I think that's important because a lot of my music is crafted around the guitar first. And now that I think about it, most of my heroes are that way too. James Taylor, incredible guitar player. Paul Simon, incredible guitar player. Trey, great guitar player, incredible. Jerry Garcia, incredible guitar player. And then singer-songwriters. So usually it starts with the guitar with these guys, my heroes, and that's usually the way that I look at a song first, is the guitar. So yes, when the song was written, it was around, as you can see, I'm using a capo on the 3rd fret for anyone who wants to learn this song. It started with the lick. And the lick kind of goes off of this It's a D formation on the 3rd fret, which makes it an F, really. But it has an open string, and that's very important to the lick of this song. So the lick is pretty easy on the left hand. It's a little more difficult on the right hand. So what it does is the lick itself has 3 chords to it. The F, a D sharp. As you can see, I'm relearning this song as we go. So an F, a D sharp, and a G sharp, I think. No, not a G sharp. An F, a D sharp, and a... No. Okay, scratch everything I just said. It's an F, a G sharp, and a D sharp. So F, G sharp, D sharp. That's what the lick is. But it's very careful. I'll play it again. So that's the intro. That brings you into this song. Then once we get into the chords, it's very, very dynamic and follows the melodies of the vocal. So let's walk through that. Here I go. This is a C minor. First time we've heard it. So going from the lick into the verse, we go straight to a minor chord. What's happening here? Here I go, on my way to where the wild things grow. And I know there'll be good times and bad times on the road, where the wild things grow. Now this little section I would call a bridge, because we're eventually getting to the chorus. But again, this little part continues to make this song interesting. I've gone to a major key intro lick, to a minor key verse, back to a major key bridge, and we'll see where this goes. Where the wild things grow, where a soul can be a soul, and to be alive means knowing a friend at the show. Now I want to strike home the complexity of this bridge. All those extra chords in that line right before the chorus are build up. Let me do it again. Where the wild things grow, where a soul can be a soul, and to be alive means knowing a friend at the show. Now we're to the chorus. So wild things grow, wild things grow, wild things grow. So wild things grow, wild things grow, wild things grow. Back to the minor key in the second verse. On my way to where an open heart is open all the way. So we're back to the minor again. You get the idea. The chord progression in this song is super complex. But back to reason number 1, it still sounds simple because it's chasing the vocal. So I guess the reason I want to strike this home is because there are no rules. Your chord progressions can go wherever you want them to go. And that's kind of the hidden message in this song, is that it's your song. You can do, when you're writing your material, you can do whatever you want with the chord progressions and whatever you want with the vocal melodies. There are no rules here. You don't have to keep playing the same chords over and over again like it's a box or like it's a perfect circle. You can customize your material to work the way that you want it to. Let's go to reason number 3 for what makes this song interesting, where the wild things grow. I believe it's the lyrics. And this kind of points back to reason number 1, that it sounds simple. These lyrics are both intimate and universal at the same time. And that's really, really important for songwriting. It's like, it's coming from my perspective, but it speaks to a more universal truth of freedom that other people can grab onto and make it their own. Those are some really core principles to good songwriting, is that it's both intimate and universal at the same exact time. And when you think of all of your favorite songs or all the greatest songs ever written, most of them have that quality to them. So let's go over the lyrics. Here's the verse. Here I go, on my way to where the wild things grow. And I know there'll be good times, bad times on the road, where the wild things grow, where a soul can be a soul. And to be alive means knowing a friend at the show. So wild things grow, wild things grow, wild things grow. So another thing I want to mention about the lyrics here is this is a festival song. And to be alive and to be alive and knowing, and to be alive and knowing a friend at the show. And knowing a friend at the show. I mean, what is better than going to a festival and looking forward to seeing the people that you love at that festival? That's like the whole idea of going to festivals, is the community that you're going to be a part of while you're at them. So this is all about, again, a person's individual desire for freedom and connecting with a community at the same time. That's powerful. Let's go over the second verse. I'm on my way to where an open heart is open all the way. Good line. And I'm on my way to where an open heart is open all the way. And there's no way that I'm confusing this pleasure with pain, 'cause I'm home free. Yeah, that's how I'm meant to be. Everything I love is loving right back to me. Now that might be my favorite line in the whole song, where everything I love is loving right back to me. Wow, talk about unrealistic. Which speaks to the dreamer and the hopeful person at the heart of this song. The fact that they desire to love things and have all those things love them directly back. The only thing that can do that is God. And whether or not you believe or not, in our world, now I don't have kids, so a lot of parents out there would say to me, no, I love my kids and they love me right back. Maybe that's not even practical, maybe that's not even true, I don't know. But in this earthly plane that we live in, it's very, very, very difficult to find things that you love that love you back the same. You could even say that it's selfish or unrealistic to even want to do that. Like, in theory, we should be wanting to love things unconditionally. Like, so this line is not practical. It's selfish, and on a literal level should not work at all. But in the context of this song, it works. And that's what great songwriting can do. It can take things in the real world that are unrealistic and speak to the core emotions of a person and still make them work and not sound selfish. Thank you for the major key and the good chorus that comes right after it, and all the lyrics that were before this line, because otherwise this line would never work in any other way. But because of all the prepping that I've done to get to this point, and because of the nice warm-hearted chorus, this and to be alive, wait, and to be a, wait, let's do the whole second verse. I'm on my way to where an open heart is open all the way. There's no way that I'll confuse these pleasures with pain, 'cause I'm home free, 'cause that's how I'm meant to be. And everything I love is loving right back to me. Here comes the chorus. Oh, wild things, oh, wild things, oh, wild things grow. So wild things grow, wild things grow, wild things grow. End with a lick. So that's the song, Where the Wild Things Grow. And that's what I believe makes it interesting. Those three things. It sounds simple. It's a fun traveling song. Kind of takes you somewhere. And you go on this pleasant trip to the festival. And then you come back home again with the lick. Number two, the actual lick itself is kind of technical. And the chord progression is... it changes a lot. So don't be afraid to change a lot in your songs. And three, the lyrics. I'm pretty proud of these lyrics. I think they, like I said, they speak to the personal journey and the universal truth of wanting to connect with people at the same time, which is very Americana and very music festival oriented. So I think it speaks to that culture really well, the Americana music festival culture. And that's all I have to say about Where the Wild Things Grow. Thank you for watching this video. Oh, where can you find this? On Spotify. You can't see it on the computer above, but it's just go into Spotify and look up Where the Wild Things Grow. I'll see you later. Bye.